I mean, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls. I don't.
As it turns out, Nicki Minaj is now a conservative, and she was up there saying things that had everybody scratching their head, like Donald Trump is so handsome, and J.D. Vance and Donald Trump are great role models for young men, and she was up there talking about Christianity and all of that.
This Charlie Kirk Nicki Minaj rabbit hole keeps getting worse. Apart from the fact that there are conspiracy theories about his death being a hit job orchestrated by some billionaires, new receipts also prove that Nicki Minaj was actually trying to be a part of Turning Point way before Charlie died. But the crazy thing is, he didn't like her then, and I know Charlie was rolling in his grave when Nicki got on that Turning Point stage to show her support for him. Okay, so this entire fiasco started a couple of weeks ago when Nicki Minaj betrayed her LGBTQ+ fans by making an appearance on Charlie Kirk's Turning Point alongside his wife Erika. It wasn't just the fact that she showed up to this conservative platform that made people feel some type of way about her. It was also the fact that she pretty much came out as a full-blown Trump supporter when she spent her entire career lying to her fans that she was on their side. If you've met the average Nicki Minaj fan, they are either a woman or the most feminine, flamboyant gay man you'll ever meet in your life. And a good chunk of them are also openly trans. She knew this and tricked them into thinking she was on their side when it was convenient. Hell, she even said at some point that she was bisexual and that she had relations with a woman in high school.
Did have like a little fake girlfriend.
Did you?
Yes, she. I was in high school and I was kind of like cheating on my boyfriend, and I was going to night school, and she was definitely more of like the masculine. But she could dress, she used to dress so fly, and her face was like super, super dope.
Now, when Nicki was on at Turning Point, she was trying so hard to make it look like she was only there to advocate for Christians getting unalived in Nigeria. But baby, no one was falling for it. Nicki is big enough to advocate for Christians in Nigeria with her own platform, without the help of Turning Point.
But you do. And our president shows that. He's been through every single thing a person could be through. Publicly, having to constantly be lied on. It's not really that funny until you are in that person's shoes that's being lied on. You'll never understand what it feels like. That person is a human being. They have a family who has to read those lies. And that's not, and it's just not fair.
She obviously went MAGA because she actually believes the things they say and holds herself to the same values as them. The only thing, though, is that those MAGA folks don't like her, and that includes Charlie. It's unclear if she knew how much he hated her before his death, but if she didn't, she's probably mad as hell right now. Now, as you can already imagine, a lot of people dragged her for this, with some people straight up unfollowing her altogether. She lost over 10 million followers on Instagram alone and had to deactivate her page so people wouldn't be able to unfollow her anymore. That's just how bad it got. And get this, y'all. It turns out that while Nicki was clowning herself by siding with Republicans, whom we all know are very much anti-illegal immigrants, she is also an immigrant herself. The only thing keeping her in the United States right now is a green card. She was born in Trinidad and shipped to the U.S. illegally when she was 5 years old. Well, guess what? Since she decided to go MAGA, people created a petition for her to be deported back to her country. And as I speak, that petition already has over 120,000 signatures. Mind you, this isn't the only one. There are multiple petitions of this kind going around, all of which have at least 80,000 signatures.
Nicki Minaj has spoken out after the petition reached over 130,000 signatures after it went viral. Petitions calling for Nicki to be removed have surged past 130,000 signatures after a controversial December. They gained momentum after Nicki's appearance with Erika and the comments she made that many viewers heavily disliked. Clips from the appearance circulated widely, and the reaction grew fast across Twitter and other platforms during the holiday period. These numbers come from the combination of the signatures on two different petitions. One sits at 45,000 signatures and another sits at 85,000.
She has just lost the fans who made her the artist she is today. Those same fans who have turned into complete haters, and they won't stop till they destroy her. Some of them posted videos announcing that they'll not be supporting her anymore. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Initially, I wasn't really taking her fans seriously because they do this whenever she does something they don't like, but go right back to supporting her when she releases a song they like. But this time, it looks like it might really be over for her. Obviously, not all of them are done with her yet, but a majority of them are, and they are not hiding it.
You have officially crossed the line. I am a longtime Barb, so before any of the Barbs try to come at me and say that I'm a hater of Nicki, I don't like Nicki, I'm literally wearing the merch I got from going from her tour twice. Also a signed CD up there. Now, the only reason why I'm addressing this is because I had a few comments, and also I'm very much so a proud Barb. For the past year, it has been so hard to continue my support to Nicki Minaj because of the way she's supporting the current administration right now. I have saw past, you know, her husband, and I have never condoned that, and I never really liked him. I never supported that at all, and I was just like, you know what, it is what it is. I love Nicki Minaj, so that's something I'm willing to look past. I'm not saying it's a good thing to look past at all. However, I was a hardcore Barb. I still am a hardcore Barb.
Now, interestingly enough, before Charlie made these comments about her, he was actually a fan of her music. So in a tweet that Candace Owens made some months ago, she posted screenshots of a Charlie fan biting Nicki after listening to her verse on Monster. 2018 was such a ride. Charlie went from not knowing the difference between Jay-Z and Kanye to texting me like this on his daily runs. Everyone in politics was fake and gay, but at least we had hip-hop. The text messages read, "OMG, Nicki's verse on that is the best. First things first, I eat your brains. Yes, oh my God, this makes me so happy. When Nicki drops, I lose my mind. She is the best. I do my weights to that song. Jay-Z's verse is amazing too. Makes me think of where I'm at. All I get is these fake F's with no fangs, trying to draw red fluid from my ice-cold veins. Yes, it gets the red fluid flowing. I am about to run a few miles jamming to it. I am loving your hip-hop development." But I guess he dived a little too deep into her catalog and realized just how raunchy she could get and slammed her for it publicly just weeks before he died. He accused her of being a terrible role model for young girls and demanded that her music be kept far away from kids. This man literally deceived her like she was an evil person who was just out to manipulate kids. But now, Nicki is on stage, on a platform that he built, and literally tap dancing to him and his people. Yikes. Charlie must have been rolling in his grave when he saw her on that stage.
Right now, black culture is being held captive by influences, songs,
Which
and role
influences?
models. I mean, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls. I don't think that songs that are talking about, like, glorifying wet female genitalia is exactly, I don't know which one wrote that song. Which one was it?
I think it was Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but by the way, the role models of the 1940s and 50s for Black America were completely different.
So it is a representation issue.
Hold on a second. No, not representation. It's who do you get your art from? It's what values are they putting forward? It's the question of every day. For example, more times than not, black politicians will lament the condition of America. It's systemically racist. It's terrible. What does that do to a 14-year-old black kid if you just find that you hear that everything is rigged against you? Instead, they should be saying, hey, there might be some barriers, but if you believe in yourself enough, you can achieve in this country.
Hopefully, Nicki will realize soon enough that Charlie and his people liked her. All that tap dancing she's doing at Turning Point isn't going to get her what she's looking for. Some people claim that she's only doing this because she's getting paid to do it. Others also said they believe she genuinely believes in whatever agenda they're pushing. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. As usual, people had their own thoughts, like this person who said, "Nicki is only doing this because she owes somebody something. When you owe a debt, it has to be paid." Another person said, "And she's up there cackling with his wife, and he wasn't even checking for her when he was alive." Shaking my head. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of Charlie Kirk going off on Nicki Minaj for being evil? And do you really think Nicki regrets going up on that stage after finding out this is what he thought of her? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.